So, at the front, well, bloody hell, let's start again, shall we? This is Perfect Harvest MLP Studios. Hello, every pony! I think I'm keeping that as my introduction now. But yeah, hope you're well, and welcome to the March Q&A video. Thank you very much, as ever, to everybody who submitted a question. And as always, before we get into the questions themselves, I must introduce the toys at the back. So, at the very back, we have a G3 brushable breezy of Silly Lily. I found her in a charity shop a couple of weekends ago. And then at the front, we have a Moorstone budgie toy of a Rover P4 or P5. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's the introductions over. So let's get to the questions from YouTube first off. From YouTube,
Pendolino Train Guy Northwest asks, do you prefer Rocky or Rocky?
I'm not really sure which Rockies you mean. I've never seen any of the Rocky films. I never watched Rocky and Bullwinkle. Are there any other Rockies that I'm missing? I presume there's a Rocky in Thomas and Friends, but I've never seen him. But I do like a Rocky bar, and I haven't had one of those for years. If I find them again, I will definitely be buying them and gobbling them all. So yeah, I like Rocky bars.
Pendolino Train Guy Northwest also asks, for the March Q&A, what do you think of Hitch's Make Your Mark voice? I wasn't really used to it at first, but I really like it. And what's your favourite G5 song?
I loved Hitch's voice in A New Generation. I thought James Marsden did an absolutely brilliant job. And it's just such a shame, in my opinion, that he wasn't kept on with the original voice cast. Well, all the original voice cast, to be honest. In some places, Hitch's Make Your Mark and Tell Your Tale voice does sound alright, but in other places he sounds like he's about 15, 16, when he's supposed to be about my age, sort of mid to late 20s, early 30s. Yeah, I mean, that's my personal opinion. So yeah. And with regards to your other question about G5 songs, I haven't got one definitive favourite G5 song, typical me, but my three top favourites are Fit Right In, Angry Mob or Danger Danger, and Glowing Up. And for some reason it's taken me this long to realise that the clock in the background is facing the wrong way. Let's rectify that, shall we? There we go. There, that's much better.
Pendolino Train Guy Northwest also asks, what would MLP characters be if they were British trains?
There's so many characters that in G4 that I could go through, so I'll just do the main six, Spike, Starlight and the three princesses. So let's start with Twilight. She likes research and also a bit of experimenting. So for that, I think she'd be the Advanced Passenger Train, or APTE, the experimental one, which was used for research. Rainbow Dash is the fastest pony in Equestria, so it would be quite fitting for her to be a Class 395 Javelin, because they're the fastest trains in the UK at the minute. Please don't ask me why, but for some reason, when I think of Pinkie Pie as a British train, I can't think of her as anything other than a Class 168. Now, Rarity is very stylish and chic, into fashion, and she'd probably appreciate a bit of speed, so I think she'd be the HST Class 43 version of the Blue Pullman. Applejack is very strong and probably one of the oldest members of the main six, so she might either be a Class 37 or a Class 66 because they're the workhorses of Network Rail. Fluttershy is a difficult one to work out. I'm thinking because she loves the environment, she wouldn't want a diesel train, she'd want an electric one, so she might be a Blackpool Corporation electric locomotive because it's small, it's cute and it doesn't make much noise. Or she might even be one of the engines from the Tallyclyn Railway in Wales because they're small and cute and they go through the countryside a lot. Now Spike, he's very loyal and reliable. He's quite strong given his size, so I couldn't think of him as anything other than a Class OH shunter. Starlight Glimmer was also a difficult one because I thought she is a controversial character in terms of the show's storyline, in terms of her ideologies, and I thought it might be quite clever to have her as a train that had a bit of controversy in its background. So I thought she's too pretty to be a pacer. So then I thought, what else could she be? And I did a bit of research, and it turns out there's a bit of controversy behind the development and manufacture of the Class 700. So that's what I've gone for. I think Starlight would be a Class 700. I was a bit lazy when thinking about what sort of train Luna, Celestia and Cadence might be. And I thought, well, princesses in Equestria have to be crowned, they have a coronation, so they might be different variations of a coronation class steam engine.
Simon Twain asks, how many blind bag ponies that you have collected so far? Open brackets, for me, too much to count. Close brackets, slightly smiling face.
I'm not going to count Cutie Mark Crew, even though they are technically blind bag figures. I'm just going to focus on the traditional sized blind bag figures like these ones. Oh, that's not technically a blind bag, that's a G5 Mini World Magic figure. Yes, so this is most of my... Well, this is actually pretty much all my blind bags, minifigures. There's not just G4 blind bag figures, there's Pony Life blind bag figures. All of these are the G4.5, G5 blind bag figures that were from the G5 Snow Party Advent Calendar from 2021. There's also 2 petite ponies in here. And also you've got a couple of where are they? Yeah, you've got a couple of Philly Unicorn blind bags in there as well, which aren't official, and there's quite a few fakies in here as well. And also, as you just see there, there's some of the Rainbow Road Trip minifigures. So all told, there's probably about 360 odd blind bag ponies in here. I get what you mean there. Yeah, there's too many to keep hold of, but I do remember all the ones that I do or don't have, and I mean, I know I've said this time and time again, but blind bag ponies were what got me into collecting MLP to start with. So yeah, that's why I have so many of them, just because I love them so much.
Miley Sparkle asks, when 15.ai is coming back soon, which story would you like to make next?
I did actually start making this story before 15.ai went down, but it's going to be a stop motion animation where Rainbow Dash gets involved with loads of Transformers. I won't spoil the story for you, but yeah, so I've started the second part of the story, but I'm just waiting for 15.ai to come back so I can finish it.
M488 Thunderbird asks, do you know about the song Roundabout and the time in the movie The School of Rock when Jack Black said it will blow your butt off?
I was going to say that I'd never heard that song Roundabout, but then I looked it up on Spotify and it turns out I've heard it in God knows how many YouTube videos, and it's that one that goes do 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 do. And I originally thought that was some sort of variation of the song. I'm just a love machine and I won't work for nobody but you. Sorry about that. Don't know why I did that, but it amused me nonetheless. Yeah, I do know that song, and I love the band's name that did it. Yes. What a great name. Do you like the song? Yes. Are you just saying the band's name or whatever? Sorry about that. I don't know what's come over me. But no, I do know that song now that I've looked it up. And in answer to your second part of the question, I know of the film School of Rock, but it's one of the films that I've never seen. I should actually get round to watching it at some point.
Pedalino Train Guy Northwest also asks, why does the Class 185 Dynamic Lines livery remind me of Twilight Sparkle, lol?
Do you know what, mate? You're right. Those colours do make it look like her. From Instagram,
Blossomfall4 asks, are you getting into LPS, open brackets, Littlest Pet Shop, close brackets?
Well, as you know, these are the only 3 LPS figures that I currently own, and I've often thought about getting more. I'm not too crazy about having a massive collection. Another 1 or 2 at the most would be nice to have. Either maybe something like a dog, another dog of some sort, or something like a cat, or actually dogs pretty much. I don't know why I've not got into LPS so much, but anyway, just for those of you who are interested, over on the left we got Roxy McTerrier. She was my very first LPS figure that I got in 2019. Actually got her free with a Hasbro Wow magazine. And then this guy in the centre, as you know, is my LPS mascot, Golden Retriever. When I bought him off eBay, I did originally want to see if Hasbro did a Black Labrador in LPS, because obviously we've got 2 black labs, so that would be perfect for that. And then on the end is the little LPS pony, MLP. But yeah, so I would consider getting 1 or 2 more, but yeah, I'm not crazy on getting this collection as big as my MLP or car collections.
And finally, Toys20222324 and the Kitten asks, how old will you be this year, my friend?
Well, this year I will be turning 27. Holy crap, 27. Oh my god. So that's all the questions for March from YouTube and Instagram. As ever, thank you very much to everybody who submitted a question. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a cheeky like and a comment if you fancy. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next video, whenever that will be. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.
And if you cannot obey, then you will wither away, and your feet will become very sore. And you'll open up your window and you'll suddenly find that a peanut has knocked on your door. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, but if you understand this, then you're mad. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, and the singing is also quite bad.